And good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our hometown office hours. My name is Matt Larson, and today we've got Terry and Vera on from our customer support team. Good afternoon, both of you. How are you doing today?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I'm good. How are you?
Doing well, thank you. So before we jumped on office hours today, we were doing some testing, and this is a really exciting feature. So you're kind of seeing us for the first time going through and checking out the Active Sessions plugin, our new logged in plugin, which is available. It's been available for the last week. We've had a couple requests to turn it on, but you do have to request to turn this on at this point. It's not going to just go on by default. So I just want to confirm and make sure everyone knows that. So just shoot us an email at ops if you want to try this. Basically, what it's doing is not using the IP address anymore at all. It kind of goes away from that standard solution, which is how most paywalls work if they're going to limit something, and it just uses active sessions. So under the settings, you can set it to a maximum number of active logins. And what we're going to show you is how it looks when you have one active login as the max. So, I mean, I think the recommendation is to do more like 3, because then the user can, use their phone, their home computer, and maybe like a work device without having to keep logging themselves in. Although it would be pretty easy for them to do that if they just, had some type of password reminder on their browser. It would be easy to just keep logging back in. But I think to have 3 is probably a good number, but we're going to demonstrate it with 1 right now. So what we have here is the Ops Sandbox site, right? And I can go here. I'm logged in as a subscriber, so I can look at any story. Okay, the full story. Now I've got Terry with the same login and password. Could you go ahead and log in on your computer?
Sure, give me just 1 second.
Okay, great. And again, because on this demo site, the number of active sessions is set to 1, once she logs in, it's going to immediately log me out. Okay, and here's the privacy policy, which is, of course, on every live site now.
Okay, I'm logged in.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So now I just reload it, that same article, and I only get the teaser. So I hit the paywall in this case. So let's turn the screen control really quick over to Terry. Okay, and just show the same thing now. Now, Vera, take that same login and password. Well, first, hold on. Go ahead and open an article. So this is on Terry's desktop now. What's that? Yeah, I can see your screen. Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to look at an article.
Right.
I can
so
see
now
the
you have
whole
full access. Okay.
And as soon as Vera logs in, I won't be able to go to the article.
Okay, yeah, keep clicking on articles and showing how we can look at multiple stuff. Now, Vera, go ahead and take that same login. It's got to be the same one, the test one.
Okay.
Okay, tell us when you're logged in. See, this is just so cool. This is like the thing about our hometown is we put out these products as soon as they're ready. And so, okay, very cool. So, perfect. Okay. So this is some real-time beta testing here. This is very cool. So that's the first time I've seen that in action. So
immediately when someone else logs in, the other person's logged in. No delay.
That's amazing. Okay, so now let's make Vera the presenter for a second and just show how she now has full access. Now, let's do a test. Okay, we haven't done this ahead of time yet. Terry, can you log in as ops now and change it to 2 so that 2 people can log in simultaneously?
Just 1 sec.
Okay.
Are you able to see my screen?
Oh, yes, I can see your screen perfectly. Thank you. And I can see that you have full access. That's great. And I think we might as well just go back to my screen at this point. Well, no, we're going to stay on your screen for a second. And as soon as Terry changes those settings, I'm going to log in and we're going to make sure that we can both see the content. Okay.
We should be able to log in. I set it to 2.
Oh, cool. All right, great.
And this is fun because I'll get to knock one of you guys out.
Yep. It's like a game of knockout. Yeah. Okay. All right. Confirmed access to the Bay Bluffs article. So, I mean, everything on this site has a paywall. So I am in. So Vera, are you still in? Let's see your screen. Can you load another article? You have full access?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try. Let's see who I kick out.
Right. Now, I believe the way it's set up is it's going to kick Vera out because she's I'm the most recent one to log in. But let's see. Let's confirm that. So keep clicking on articles. This is some real-time testing, people. This is so cool. I assume James did something along these lines, although I don't know. It would have been a pain logging in and out. But this is okay. So hold on. I just got kicked out. So that actually may be a setting so that you can kick out the most recent person to log in or the oldest person.
Or
the first person, right.
I'm still logged in.
You're still logged in, right. So it kicked me out. So that, I believe, is a setting. Actually, I think that was mentioned in the blog post here. No.
Wait a minute. It just kicked me out.
It just kicked you out now. Okay. So
neither one of you have access?
Let me double check.
It's prompted me to log in.
Yeah, I'm not logged in. Maybe it takes a few minutes to switch to 2.
Yeah, I'm logged out too. I'm going to log back in as ops and check this out. See what the setting is. So walk me through this, Terry. Let's actually go to your screen for a second. Terry, can you walk me through how to get to the logged in controls area right there? Yeah, where you're at.
Yep.
Settings.
General, and it's all the way at the bottom.
I see. He just tacked it on at the bottom here. Okay, so yeah, what I was actually thinking about was this login logic, which allows new users to log in by terminating old sessions. That's what's turned on.
Right.
But right here in front of me, I loaded it separately from you and I see it says 2. So why was it only allowing, it was basically only allowing 1, right?
Yeah.
At first it was allowing 2, but then it switched to 1. So I think we need to test that again. Let's just see. Vera, can you try to log in for me?
Yep, I'm logged in.
As the test one or as ops?
As test.
Okay. Now, Terry, can you also log in as test?
Yep.
Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so it sends you back to the home page. Let's check. Okay, you're in. So Vera, how about you? Can you reload a page, please? An article? Make sure you're still in.
Okay, it looks like I'm still in. I just refreshed.
Okay, good. So far, so good. Now let me try to log in as the test. Okay. Keep clicking around and make sure you're not losing access, okay? Because that is weird how it just changed. Before I log in, just go ahead and can both of you just click? Okay, just go ahead and click on one more article for me, both of you, before I log in. Make sure you're still in.
I'll just keep clicking. I'm still logged in.
Okay. All right, here we go. Third active session request is in, and I am logged in.
It kicked me out.
Okay. So that's good.
You have to kick us both out.
Okay, so that's twice now that it did it. So it's reverting back.
I'm going to try to log in again and let's see what happens.
Okay, let me keep clicking around.
Let's see if we'll allow two people at one time.
And I'll stay out.
Okay. Yeah, that's. What's the language here? Oh, look at this. It says allow new login by terminating all other old sessions.
Okay, I'm logged in.
That's why. It just wipes it out. Be better if it just knocked off one person. So let me check. Hold on, I was just reading on the blog post there. So you're now in. Vera is not. I'm still in. Yeah. So that's what it is. It's actually really clearly written right on the plugin description. So when you go over the limit, it logs out everyone except for the newest login. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So that's behaving as it's supposed to. Yeah, it's behaving exactly as it's supposed to, just not as I understood it was going to. So, yeah, no, I think that makes sense. It just kind of, it's a clean slate. Now, there's this other setting for block. Do not allow new login if the limit is reached. Can we test that out too?
Sure.
It'd be kind of fun. Okay, so right now.
Did you change the setting?
No. Can you log in as ops and change that setting really quick?
Give me just a second.
Share screen, perfect.
Oh, I'm supposed to be logging in as.
Now, yeah, all of this has to be done by ops. So just let us know if you want these settings changed, but this is the other option.
This is good. We'll know what to ask customers when they want it set up.
Yep, these are the two questions, right? Number of active logins and what is the login logic. So this is going to be a demonstration of block. And let's leave it as 2 active logins, and then when I log in, it should just block me and leave you 2 logged in.
Login.
Usually, see that? I kind of like that option a little bit more, actually.
Yeah. The only thing is I can see somebody sharing this with, friends or family, and then they're the ones that are locked out. So they'll have to personally say, "Hey, look at I'm."
They have to bug their sibling that borrowed it once and not logged in all the time. I often wonder how like Netflix and the other streaming platforms look at this, because it's kind of like a well-known thing that you can share your Netflix account. But I don't know if there's any kind of limit
You can
on
only
that.
do 4 devices.
Oh, you've pushed that limit, and
Yeah.
nice.
I think my son
4
does.
different.
I think it depends on the level that you purchase.
Right. But I'm sure what they're doing, because they're very sophisticated, is some type of 4 active logins. Like they don't look at just the IP address either. They're doing it this way. And so Vera, do you know, does it kick the other people out? It probably does the block mechanism, where the 5th person trying to log in just gets blocked.
Yeah, it says if you have 4 devices already connected, it says that the maximum number of devices have been used for your account. Log out and try again.
Well, there you go. So here it is. This plugin is following the gold standard in digital subscriptions for digital content, Netflix. So this combined with auto-renewing subscriptions, you've got everything in the bag here. So, okay. Now you are in as ops, so let's get you in as test, both of you.
Are you in that?
What's that?
Are you logged in, or are you going to kick us out or reach the limit?
I will. Well, looks like what's going on right now. Let me see what my status is here.
I'm logged in right.
I am logged in.
Under tab.
Okay, great.
Blocks me.
So great. The screen that we're showing should get blocked. If this works right.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Beautiful. Isn't that cool?
Can you see my screen? Yeah.
Logins found. That is perfect.
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, cool.
Be cool if we could tell them like how many, 3 logins have been used, or to even say like what devices are logged in to help them figure it out. But this is amazing as is. It's pretty cool.
It's gonna help so many.
Yeah. Yep. That's
now. Is there a
super
limitation to the maximum?
Good question. I don't think so. Is there any way to see that? It's just you just put in a number, so it's not like a drop-down menu. So
this is going to be excellent for like libraries and things.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
For Congress people who have a subscription, they share logins like at city halls and that.
Right. Yeah. No, it's just.
Good for everybody.
Yeah, it provides just the right amount of pressure to make it just like, if they're really using it that much, it's easier to just get another subscription and not constantly.
Keeping honest people honest, right?
Yeah, it's just helping them be more honest, right? Very cool. Okay, so that's a thorough test. That's all the features that I wanted to check on. What is this other thing though? Force logout.
It looks like you can force a log out of a certain IP address. So
is it IP address or it says enter the user ID?
Oh, user ID. So if you know your sister's user ID and you want to cut her, oh, well, I guess it wouldn't work for. That won't work. Maybe there's some people that you just don't want.
No, I think it's not about logging out 1 or 2 of the active logins. It would force log out the user completely from all devices. So like if let's say someone has hijacked their account, right? And we have the block setting on. The owner of the account is like trying to log in, but he's getting blocked. Right. That's a scenario, right? Like some friend, just logged in once and kind of took over the account. So you would log out the user ID from MemberPress, I think. You just flush everyone out and then allow the owner to log in or reset their password.
Another scenario could be somebody who travels and they have it on multiple devices. You can log them out that way too. So let's say they have their work computer, their mobile phone, and their laptop at home, and they're traveling and they're using a different device. You go.
Right. Well, see, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, but we have to remember that publishers don't have access to this.
To what?
To this forced logout. We would have to set
Right.
that. And
Good call. Right.
it's safe
That's
to say there's no maximum active login since I'm almost up to 1,000.
Yeah. So I don't think anyone's going to want to do anything more than 2 or 3. That's going to be our recommendation whenever someone sets this up. I think 3 is probably good. That's interesting, though. Yeah. So if someone comes to you with a complaint, because that would really only be an issue, I think, with block. Because if it was allow, then you wouldn't need to force log out anyone. You would just log in and kick out the old users.
Right.
But if block was the logic setting, the login logic setting here, that you could force people out, that is very cool. There's a lot of useful features there. So, okay, I think that concludes the testing today.
I did have a question.
Yeah.
Now, is there a default? Are we using the block or are we using the active users? Or is it up to the papers to decide what protocol they want to follow?
I think we need to ask them because those are pretty big differences. So that's a great question. That's I think we need to ask anytime someone wants this feature. So the sun, we did not ask. So we need to get back to them on that. Present them with the 2 options. So we'll follow up on that after the call. Good question, Vera. Anything else like that?
Nope, that was the only one I had.
Okay.